What's up, everybody? You're getting your daily dose of LoweTivation. This is episode 147. Want to talk about something that I talked with somebody who's really close to me about, and it was advice that I gave out, which was very surprising for me because it's something that I am still working on very hard today, and that is the old cliche, taking the high road. That can be very, very hard to do. But I found that if you can do it, a lot of the times it is rewarding. More specifically, I'm talking about when people go on the internet and they troll you, or maybe it might be somebody you know, they talk shit. It could be real life, just anything that is bothering you, that's stressing you out, that you know is gonna end up making things worse, and getting in an argument with someone, just never a good idea. I find out it's never a good idea, but I still do it sometimes, especially when I'm having a bad day and it just feels like the cherry on top. So I know this advice I gave someone is the same advice that I would give myself. And Facebook especially, I get in fights with people randomly here and there because in the world you're always going to run into people that you don't agree with, and I hate arguing in general. I hate it. But sometimes I find myself doing it because I'm like, maybe if I just give them the facts and I give them my perspective, they'll convert and come over to my side. And I'm not even talking about politics because I don't get into that. That would just drive me nuts. But I don't know, I dislike it, and when I get involved in it, all it ever does is make things worse. So my advice to you is, if you're on the internet or you have a family member or a friend, whatever, try to take the high road in the situation. And it is hard to do, but if you do it, you will probably see that your life is a lot less stressed. And if you're fighting with someone, which I really hate doing, but if you fight with someone, it's hard to be an adult and to apologize, especially if you think that they're in the wrong. But a lot of the times, if you just let some time pass and then you apologize or just talk to that person, you can squash that stress in your life and it'll make you feel better. A lot of us, when we're fighting with someone we care about, we might pretend like it's not affecting us because, you don't want to have, you just have too much pride, so you don't want to let that person win by letting them think they're affecting you. But really, if you're like me, I get affected very easily by the people that I love. I mean, I get affected easily by people I don't even know. So being in an argument and just having that tension and the fighting and the awkwardness, I don't like any of it. I try to be an adult and squash it right away and take the high road. But sometimes I fail, and that makes things a lot worse. So that's my advice. I'm probably not saying anything too new here, but it was something that came up and something I'm working on all the time. And when it comes to mental health, if you're dealing with a battle with someone else, whether it's online, arguing with anybody else, you're going to be putting energy and emotions towards that. And if you're battling with that all the time and how you feel about that, it's just going to make your mental journey or your mental health a lot harder to work with. So if you can try to find some positivity in that, and the person you're arguing with, especially if it's somebody you don't know, more than likely they're going through some crazy shit themselves, and they just think that they need to go out there and argue with other people and cause pain to make them feel better. Or maybe they just have really bad mental issues and they don't even realize that they're being a little crazy about it. So in the end, like for me, I usually get in fights if I'm having a bad day and someone pushes my buttons, pulls my buttons, I guess. And then I usually go down a rabbit hole of arguing until I realize that it's just pointless and stressing me out more, and then I end up blocking them. A lot of the times I try to take the high road and just block them in the beginning and not even give them the opportunity to have more of my attention and more of my time, because I have way too much other shit to work on than to be dealing with arguing with random people I don't even know on the internet. So that's just me and what I'm working on. If you get caught up in those situations like we all do, just try to take the high road. You'll see that you'll have a lot less stress in that way, and you can work on all the other stresses you have going on. Anyway, much love, everybody. Take care.